Benvenido a un poca fiore de la quima, el podcast donde un par de pelicueros se tiran a cagar disputes de su turno. Soy tu aficionado, Jason.
Houston, thank you so much for introing the podcast for us. I'm Justin.
Yeah, in case you're wondering, in case you don't speak Spanish like I do, perfect Spanish. Welcome to a little off the top.
That was you. I thought Houston was in the room.
I know. Actually, I read that for him, and he just kept laughing at me.
He's like, I had to hold back my laughter. You know what? We don't have to hold back laughter anymore.
He said, say the first word again. I'm like, Benvenido? He just said, say it again. I was like, obviously I'm not saying it right.
No, you're not. You're not a native speaker, I guess.
Yeah.
Or a non-native speaker. I think you're just not a Spanish speaker.
That is correct.
But points for effort.
I tried, for our international audience. I don't know if we have
I was looking at our analytics, and we had like 0.5% of our listeners are in Mexico. And honestly, I think it was probably one of our listeners that listened to an episode while they were in
Mexico.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever. I'll take a win. A win's a win.
I think we've got Ireland on there. I think maybe Kira listened to an episode while she was over there.
Oh. Or maybe John O'Reilly was listening to it. Michael O'Connor.
Peter O'Flanagan.
Yeah, one of those fuckers.
Michael O'Connor. He's the one that's going to save the human race, right?
Is he?
Terminator? No, it's not Michael O'Connor.
John Connor.
What is it? Shit.
John Connor. It's
not John Connor.
It's not even O'Connor.
It's not Michael, and there's no O.
He dropped it at Ellis Island. When the O'Connors got here from Ellis Island, they dropped the O because the Irish were not very popular.
That franchise is pretty underrated, if you ask me. We just watched John Carpenter did that movie, right? That was it, John Carpenter?
Terminator?
Yeah, didn't he do Terminator? Terminator 2?
No, that's the Avatar guy.
That's not the Avatar. No, wait. Oh, shit.
Yeah. What's his name? Why can't I think of his name?
No,
right
John Carpenter did The Thing, and he didn't do Avatar. That's
no. James Cameron is the guy who did Terminator.
James Cameron did the Avatar. No, James Cameron did Avatar. Are you fucking with me right now?
No, James Cameron made Avatar and Terminator.
Did he really?
Yes, you're way off. John Carpenter did the Michael Myers movie we watched.
Yes, he did do that. I'm looking it up because what the fuck? God damn it. How is that the same fucking director? That blows my mind. Okay, well now I'm a fucking idiot. Shit, I want to edit that out so I don't look like a fucking idiot.
You better not edit that out because I'm going to talk about it later.
I'm not gonna.
I'm going to make you edit it out like 5 times then.
Shut up. You're an asshole.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to bring up John Carpenter because we just watched Escape from New York, and that was my first time seeing that movie.
No, what'd you think?
Good.
Snake Plissken.
It's so good. I mean, I've played a lot of Metal Gear Solid, and I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be the same character.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a great movie. A lot of fun. A lot of familiar faces.
I like the chandelier in the pimp mobile.
Oh my god. Yeah, Isaac Hayes' fucking pimp mobile. He's got chandeliers on the corners of his car and then one inside the car. Oh, dude, that car is so fucking cool.
They don't survive the bridge trip, right? The people in the car?
Not everybody.
Not everybody, yeah. Have you seen Escape from LA?
No, that's probably next on the list.
Ooh, have fun with that one.
Speaking of watching movies, it's probably not as good, right?
I'm not saying a word.
Okay.
Might be one of those underrated sequels.
Yeah, there's so many of those. Actually, John Wick 2 was probably better than John Wick 1.
Never seen any John Wick.
I've got a Marvel. Dude, are you serious? They're all on HBO right now. You got to watch them. They're really good. But I've got a Marvel update.
Okay.
the last Marvel update was not a real Marvel update because I didn't watch a Marvel movie. I just started playing a mobile game, right?
Oh, that's right. Snap.
I finally watched Shang-Chi.
Oh, Shang-Chi.
Yeah. Shang-Chi, that's right, because it's supposed to sound like Sean, which is his American name.
Yeah, I thought it was Shang-Chi, and then I watched it, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, Shang-Chi.
What'd you think?
I really liked the first act. Aquafina is fucking hilarious. She's great in it.
I love her. Do you remember her rap songs?
She's incredible. Nope, I don't know if I ever heard them.
Oh, she was like a rapper first.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
like
that's
legit rapper, not like a comedy rapper.
Yeah, before I saw anything, it was one of her videos.
I think the first time I ever heard of her was her TV show. I can't remember the name of it.
Nora from Queens.
She her family ran like a yeah. Her family ran a convenience store or something like that.
Yeah,
never saw the show, but that was the first time I heard of her was when that show came out. But overall, the movie I didn't love it, man.
Oh no,
yeah. Like all the setup was fine. I dug that, but then as soon as the battle starts, I'm like, I feel like I'm just watching Black Panther, but then they painted it with a different skin, quite literally. It's the same fucking movie every time. Like Marvel doesn't do different shit, and I guess it's hard for them to do it because it's a superhero movie and there's a formula for that, and you can't really break form, especially for how many superhero movies they have. It's just an ungodly amount of movies that if they had to try to make each individual one unique, they just wouldn't succeed. I don't know. It's just so fucking frustrating watching the same thing over and over.
I would like a non-action superhero movie. I know that seems weird, but I think that's why I like Andor so much, because there's so much more than just action set pieces.
For sure.
So maybe
I did finish Andor. I don't know if we've talked about that on the podcast or not, but
no, what do you think?
It was good. Before we get off the topic of Shang-Chi, I gave it like a 3, I guess.
3 out of 10 rings?
Michelle Yeoh's in it as well. She's pretty great. But yeah, overall, not my favorite. It's just like all the other ones. Andor was good.
Wait, before we get...
I feel like an idiot again. Go ahead. Oh shit, she's doing a take on Mickey Avalon, my dick. That's Aquafina?
Yeah.
For sure. I'll check it out.
Hold on. It's hot in here. You might see my titties.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no, you didn't.
I saw that fly-ass hoodie. But Andor was good. Like, I loved the majority of it. And then the last episode, I don't think I realized that there was going to be another season. And the episode ended, and I was like angry because I was like, they didn't fucking wrap up anything. And how is this supposed to lead into Rogue One? Like, what the fuck is this? This is bullshit. But no, it's got another season, and it's that new season. Is it coming out soon?
Yeah, in 2 years.
Oh shit.
Well, I guess technically now next year. So 2024.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
I guess post-processing takes a long time for that show.
So it'll. Oh, I'm sure there's a bunch of editing. Yeah. So we'll see it soon, or in a couple of years.
Oh. One thing I really like about it is the fact that they use real locations and just add shit to it. Like
instead of all green screen.
Well, the Mandalorian uses something called the volume, where it's like this giant, like basically like circular room that's all like LED panels, and then the top is LED panel, and all the background is like done in Unreal Engine 5.
No shit.
Yeah, so when they move the
That's crazy.
it looks like they're really there. And that's why they were able to make the Mandalorian shiny, because it could reflect actual light from the environment, even though the environment was digital. There's a whole thing on Disney Plus about it. Yeah.
I have not watched it, clearly. Speaking of Unreal Engine 5, did you see the like them demonstrating what it can do with the Matrix?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my
that shit's
God,
crazy,
it's
right?
incredible.
Yeah.
It's a video game, but it fucking looks like real fucking life. It's
It does.
so nuts.
You know, it's going to be even crazier.
What's that?
Unreal Engine 6.
You know what? Don't even think about that. Don't even talk to me until you've brought me Unreal Engine 32.
What? That's crazy, man. You can't have 6-minute abs.
It's 7-minute abs.
Abs. The way he says abs is the best.
Harlan Williams is hilarious. I fucking love that guy.
Yeah, I would say he's like underrated as an actor.
I think I would say that too. You know, he was actually in the running for you've seen Dumb and Dumber, right?
Yes.
So he was in the running. I think he was like almost cast. I think he might have even shot some scenes as Harry, Jeff Daniels' character. But then Jeff Daniels just came on set and did a scene. I think Jeff Daniels was supposed to be a different character. I might be getting this completely wrong, but we don't fact check shit.
No.
And then they're just like, okay, we have to give it to Daniels. He has to be Harry. And then they just kept Harlan Williams on to play the state trooper on the motorcycle that drinks the pee out of the beer bottles. And honestly, I think
the movie's better.
I think they made the right move.
Yeah, yeah.
I think
he plays
so.
it pretty like a straight man almost.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
kicking back some of Grandpa's old cough medicine, huh?
Because Jim, you can't be too funny next to Jim Carrey. You kind of got to let him do his thing.
Yeah, for sure.
But
he's on the motorcycle riding next to the van. Pull over. And Jim Carrey's like, thanks, but it's a cardigan. It's so funny.
Pretty bird, pretty bird.
Don't worry, I took care of it. You sold Petey to a blind kid? Oh man, I love that movie so much.
So good.
Was that Haley Joel Osment, or was it just?
I don't think so. It was just some blind kid.
I thought he was just really quiet. I love that movie too much, probably.
Yeah, it is pretty funny. But
I wouldn't say it's underrated, though. I would say that it's properly rated.
Yeah, because we're not just here to talk about whatever we talked about today. I don't have a I don't have a segue with this one. Do you?
You don't have to.
All right.
No, I don't. I haven't put that much work into it.
Before we get started, I forgot one thing. James Cameron directed Terminator. There you go. You got to keep it in.
Okay.
No, we're here to do a Mount Rushmore of things that we think are underrated.
Yeah.
Or things that people that follow Justin on Instagram think are underrated.
I mean, that's a little teaser for later. Yeah, instead of coming up with a segment, I just polled my followers. Oh. And I'm just going to say what they think is underrated.
I thought you were going to use those as picks.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. Initially, I was struggling to think of things that were underrated, and maybe that's what I was doing. But no, I think I've got enough on my own to just use that as a segment.
I have too many.
I don't, man. I don't know. I guess I just don't think of things. I don't know. I don't worry about if it's underrated or not. I just enjoy what I enjoy. Is that?
No, for sure. I
Dumb
think
to say is that
no.
is
I
that-
think my picks will reflect that also.
okay.
I'm gonna go first.
Okay, sure. Because this was your idea, and that's actually something I wanted to ask you. Like, was there an impetus? Was there an impetus?
Dude, my dick works.
Impetus or impetist?
I don't
Jesus
know.
Christ,
My dick
That's
works, bro.
incompetence.
I don't need any of those pills. I'm not impotent.
Was there inspiration for this pick, or was this just something that you're like, that'd be a fun idea?
No, there was for sure, and it's gonna be my first pick. That's why I wanted to go first.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, then let's just get to your first pick.
Well, like, I don't. So how do I tell the story? I with that building anticipation, whatever. Okay, we'll just go with my first pick, and then I'll explain it. Okay. My first song
Okay.
is. My first pick is a song,
Okay.
and it's a Michael
shit. Let me get this
Jackson
ready.
song, which you're like, wait, how does he have underrated songs, right? But if you look at the Thriller album, every single song on the Thriller album was released as a single, except for this one. I don't ever remember hearing it. I don't remember listening to it when the album was out, you know?
Really?
Yeah, I just started hearing it like probably 2 years ago when I started listening to my Prince Pandora station every day. It started playing it.
I know the one.
Yeah, and now I think this is my favorite song on the Thriller album.
Okay.
So with my first pick of my Mount Rushmore, it's going to be Michael Jackson, Baby Be Mine.
Let's listen to a little clip, shall we? I will say that I'm not crazy about Michael Jackson, but this is one of the songs that I really, really enjoy. I do like this one a lot.
It's so good, dude. It's like, it's sort of like post-disco, but super dancey. Like, you could totally dance to it. The beginning, which I didn't have on there, is this kind of a drum thing where it's like, so it like hesitates a couple times and then goes into the beat.
That's fun. I like that.
So good.
So you clipped that section of that song and sent it to me to upload to the program for when we were recording, so I can just play it. I feel like that might be the most work we've done for this podcast.
It's possible.
I was fully expecting an entire song to be sent over. I was like, "Oh shit, he clipped 30 seconds." Good.
And I'm
proud of him.
And I had to clip that down because at first I was like, it was 45, and I was like, 45 is too much. But I had a hard time. Like, I wanted that whole 45 in there, but I was like, I'll get it
For
down
sure.
to 30. Yeah, I did
I feel
it.
like you picked a really good 30 seconds of that song too.
Yeah, I know the song well, so I was like, I'm gonna do this.
I feel like starting from the bottom just to catch that hesitation. If you wanted to limit it to 30 seconds, you're not going to really get into the meat of the song.
No. And you had to have
kind of have to forego that. But yeah, you killed it on the selection of your 30 seconds.
Thanks.
Your 30 seconds of fame.
I did it in the I did it in the men's locker room of the Natomas Aquatic Center because they had Wi-Fi.
Heyo.
Download the song and upload it to you.
I think Michael Jackson allegedly did some stuff in men's locker room or boys' locker rooms. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, no, I'm not crazy about Michael Jackson, but that is one of the songs that I like. I really like PYT as well.
Which was probably my favorite song on that Thriller album. Maybe my favorite song of all time. But I think this might overtake it for my favorite song on the album.
It's a good one. I feel like I just like his more like funk type, like funk forward songs instead of his R&B forward songs. Is that a thing?
Sure.
I don't know. Like, I love Jackson 5. I love all that stuff, but yeah, for whatever reason, Michael Jackson just doesn't do it for me. Thriller was great, of course, because I remember watching that when I was a kid and being fucking terrified. But
this.
Yeah.
That's what he did at the end.
Yeah, he does that.
Because this is a
For
visual
those
medium.
that are listening. Jason just turned around in his chair and then turned around real quick with big eyes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Do you have anything else to say about this song?
Nope. Your pick.
Oh, shit. You know what? I need to be keeping track of these. Fuck. I don't have a pen or paper. I was not ready. Hang on. Paper? I guess we'll use this old appointment. Jason went first. Justin. That song's called Baby Be Mine?
Yes.
Baby Be Mine. MJ. Okay. All right. My first pick. Nice. Jason's farts. They're underrated.
No, they are not.
No. My first pick. I'm gonna have to go with good customer service and hospitality. I feel like you really understand it if you've worked in the customer service industry or the restaurant industry. But when I walk into a bar or a restaurant and I stand there for like 3 to 5 minutes and nobody has said anything to me, like it's just like it makes me want to turn around and walk out, and it pisses me off so much. And it's I know that a lot of places can be busy or whatever, but just to have somebody look up and be like, "Hey, like we'll be with you in a minute. Like here's a menu," and then they keep going to do whatever they're doing. Like just that alone is fucking huge, and I feel like that goes super underappreciated or underrated. And I feel like I've been getting worse and worse customer service lately, and it pisses me off.
Well, you know why?
Why?
Because like I don't know, a lot of like people that were doing those sort of jobs like started doing like, you know, Uber and shit like that, DoorDash. And so now businesses are forced to hire people that they typically wouldn't hire previously because there isn't a lot of people applying for jobs.
Yeah, that's a good point. I guess I haven't really thought about it.
I mean, it doesn't make it any more less inferior. It's so frustrating when I go to somewhere that I've never worked at and I know 100% that I could right now do their job better than they can.
It's almost everywhere I go.
Yeah.
Almost. Just like try a little, you know. There have been so many times when I've walked into a Starbucks and like I'll do like a mobile order. So like I just walk in and my coffee's sitting on the counter, and I'll walk in and I'll grab my coffee and I'll turn around and walk out, and nobody has said anything. Not, "Hey, how's it going?" Not, "Thank you, have a good day." Like, I could just be a random dude walking in and grabbing a coffee. But
if I don't care what I'm drinking, then I can just do that.
Yeah, Starbucks gives out free drinks, basically, is what I'm saying. Yeah.
I used to think about doing that there was a Taco Bell in Arden Mall that was right next to an exit. I mean, it was like the end of the mall. And they would just like put the food, they'd be so busy, they just like put the food out and then call the number and then go do something. I was like, if I'm fast enough, I could just grab a bag and just walk out that door. Sure. It's closed now, so I mean, but there's a Taco Bell upstairs there now, but a little further away. But it's you can't sit in it. Well, I guess you can because there's a food court. But this used to be like a self-contained, and then it turned into like a Johnny Rockets.
I don't know if I've ever been to a Johnny Rockets.
Yeah, no, I have. There used to be one.
Do we have a Johnny Rockets around here anymore?
I don't think so. I'd be shocked.
Huh. Oh, we should find one and then do it for the next Shocktober.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, good customer service / hospitality is my first pick on this Mount UnderratedMore.
All right. So
what's your second pick?
I'm going to go with men sitting down to pee.
Dude, I am fully on board for this.
Yeah. Like,
sometimes I'm just lazy, but it's also functional.
Dude, it's so much better. Like, I don't know, at a young age we were told you have to stand. Like, you don't have to stand. Like, you can sit down.
You absolutely can.
Like,
and
That's
You're less likely to get yelled at for getting pee splatters on the rim of the toilet seat if you sit down.
yes. And you're more likely to, not get piss on the front of your pants.
Oh, that's true. That happens a lot. Not a lot. My pee's fine. I'm fine. Are you fine? You're fine.
I'm good. Yeah. Also, you're more likely to chill for a second, scroll through Twitter or Instagram.
Hell yeah. Maybe play a round of Marvel Snap.
Oh, yeah. The only downside is...
I love sitting on a toilet.
The only downside is your dick hits the water. But other than that, like... there's no issue.
You know what? I had a theory, and I don't know if it holds water because I haven't talked to anybody about this really. I think I might have brought it up once with like the hockey team. But when you go into a public restroom and there's like, say, 3 urinals, like the first one is like one of the shorter ones for kids.
Yeah.
And then there's like 2 like normal sized ones, right? So say the far right is a normal sized one, the middle one's a normal sized one, the left side is a kid's urinal.
Gotcha.
And there's a guy on the far right. And then somebody else walks in and they see that the only other adult urinal is in the middle right next to you, so they take a stall. But don't you think it would be more impressive if you peed in the kid's urinal? Because it's like, oh, he's not even worried about splashback or missing. Like, it must be so long if it can just reach all the way down there, right? Like,
I would say it depends on how low the kid's urinal is.
Well, if it depends, then you don't have to use a urinal. You can just go in your pants.
Because sometimes they're like just at the perfect height where, like, I don't know how to explain, but like the top part of the urinal is like right on my crotch.
Yeah,
so
and
I can't
still
properly
you can
like
aim down there. I don't know. I feel like guys don't want to use it because they feel like they're going to be judged for using a shorter urinal. Like I don't know. I feel like any judgment, it'll be like, oh no, he's got a long dick. It doesn't matter. He can use whatever urinal he wants.
Dude, I'll go into the kids' urinal and just hands up, just dancing, pissing everywhere.
You're going wiggle, 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 wiggle. When you're,
do you ever go hands
pants around your ankles when you do that?
Yeah. Also, that's another thing. Like, you're hands free when you
when you're helicoptering while you pee.
No, when you're sitting down, you don't even have to touch your dick.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
That's true. One more thing about urinals. I've got a lot of urinal talk. Hang on. You remember like the long, tall ones from like elementary school? They went like all the way down to the floor.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I still see those sometimes.
I don't feel like I ever see those. Why don't they use those anymore?
I don't know.
Then it doesn't matter if you're an adult or a kid. It's just like all the way down to the floor.
Did you ever piss in like the public trough?
At like a football game I did. And it always made me feel weird.
Yeah. I don't like it. At the Oakland A's when I went to see them when I was a kid, it's just like pissing in a trough. That was weird.
Actually, that's probably where I did it. The Oakland A's. Yeah, that's probably where I did it. There's a bar in Old Fair Oaks called the Stockman Club, and in their men's bathroom they have like, in quotes, a trough in the men's bathroom, and I say in quotes because it's like a clawfoot tub. Like, it's barely long enough for 2 guys to stand next to each other, and the bathroom's fucking tiny. That like, so tiny that if you're in there peeing and somebody else opens the door, they just turn around and wait. So it's just like it's like a multi-person bathroom that you get to yourself and you don't have to worry about locking the door, which is cool. But the trough they fill with ice, and I fucking love peeing on ice.
Oh yeah, I did that recently. There was ice in the urinal.
I'm not going to pick it, and I also just said it, so I do think that's underrated. Peeing on ice.
Have you ever?
I love it.
The coolest urinals I've ever pissed in are in Portland at the Deschutes Brewery. They're like these like 1930s like
the copper. Deco. Oh shit, maybe
no, they're white, but it's just the style. It's so cool.
Oh, fuck, I don't remember. I was there. I don't remember.
Not the one in Bend.
I wonder why. Oh, okay, never mind.
The one in Portland.
Nope, I went to the one in Bend. Oh, sitting while you pee. If I'm like looking for a new place to live, like a new rental, like if I'm touring a place,
Yes.
one of my tests that I do, like I always like to test faucets and the shower to like see what the shower pressure is. But
Yes.
another thing that I do is I like to sit on the toilet and just like make sure that it's comfortable.
Yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. You're going to be spending a lot of time there.
No, I'm opening every cabinet. I'm turning on all the faucets. I'm opening windows. You know, like I'm doing all that shit.
Jerking
but
off.
definitely got to sit on the toilet, man. Yeah, I just jerk off in the bathroom with the door open, and the guy's like, "Hey, what? Oh, what?" I'm like, "I gotta test it out, bro.
Gotta test it out, bro. Just go with it."
Gotta whip it out, test it out. Men sitting to pee is a good pick.
Right.
I feel like I talked mostly about your pick. Do you have anything else to say about your pick?
No, I'm good. I said everything that needs to be said.
Hell yeah. Okay, my second pick, I am going to take putting on clothes straight from the dryer.
Oh, dude. Oh, can you do a
Especially,
slash using the towel straight from the dryer?
I feel like that's encompassed, yeah.
Right?
Like,
Yeah.
Cloth straight from the dryer.
Oh,
you know,
dude.
like
So good.
especially like in the winter, especially now, like when it's been fucking crazy storming outside,
yeah.
just throw shit in the dryer and then it's just like, it
is.
so fucking cozy.
It is.
And I don't know, does this even count as underrated? I feel like everybody loves this, but maybe we just don't talk about it enough.
Yeah. But if you're in the shower and you forgot to get a towel and you're like, "Hey, you grab me a towel."
Oh, dude, that's the fucking worst.
And it's only out of the dryer, and they're like, "Oh, here, straight out of the dryer," and they give it to you. Dude, that is.
Same thing with when you're sitting on the toilet and there's no toilet paper, and you're like, "Hey, can you grab me a roll?" And they pull it straight from the dryer.
Hell yeah. Not that this is related, but like the little like sometimes if you've been to like a fancy restaurant or something, they'll give you like a warm towel to like wipe your hands off with during the chicken wing course.
Oh, dude, what fancy restaurant are you going to with a chicken wing course? It's my kind of restaurant.
Buffalo Wild Wings?
That's the first barber shop that I worked at really had like a big emphasis on like hot towel shaves.
Yeah.
And so like at the beginning of every day we would just like load like 2 towel warmers like full of steam towels, and by the end of the day there'd still be like 4 or 5 of them left over. And so we would like just sit down and like after standing all day and like cutting all day, we would just take a steam towel out of the fucking warmer and like just sit in the chair, like recline it back and just put it on our it felt so good. Just warm cloth. Warm cloth in general I feel like is so underrated. It feels so good.
Or like if you're cold, you get like a warm blanket out of the dryer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Throw that shit on. Oh, dude.
I almost tried to like cheat and do warm clothes from the dryer / cold underwear from the freezer like in the summer, but I only did that once when I was a kid and it didn't work out too well.
Yeah, I had to do freezer underwear at one of the places I lived.
It sucks, man. It's not good.
Have you ever tried to get into a dryer?
No, I feel like I might have been able to do it when I was a kid, but like even when I was a kid, because I was still bigger than everybody, I felt like it would never work. I was like, I'm too big to do that. It's not going to work. Yeah, and also I was afraid of being locked inside. So
I think that was one thing that I was like, they must like make a beefed up one for the movies for that. Like I never thought it would actually work.
Oh yeah, no. Anytime you see that in a movie, it's fake. That's not real. It's like I don't know. It's a prop. Props to movies. All right, what's your third pick?
Okay, my third pick is I'm going with an actor who you might not even know who it is when I say his name, but anything he's ever been in, he's fucking awesome and he's funny as hell. He just makes every project better. I'm going with JB Smoove.
Oh, for sure I know JB Smoove.
Yeah.
He's doing the commercials for Caesar now, huh?
Yeah.
Caesar's Palace or whatever?
Yeah. and he was in Spider-Man. But just anything he's ever been in, he is just so funny. But I feel like he could walk around and people might not recognize him.
I feel like he's getting less of that now, man. I feel like he's made his rounds. He's shown up enough to where I feel like
you think so?
He'd still have a pretty hard time for that.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Do you ever watch Curb Your Enthusiasm? He's
that's
so
where
fucking
I
funny
first
in
saw
that.
him.
That might be where I first saw him. I'm playing a video game right now made by the creators of Rick and Morty.
Oh, you're playing
called
that game?
High on Life. Yeah, dude. It's so fucking funny. But like all of the guns that you get are like these like weird like slug like aliens.
I know. That's why I
but
want
they
to play
talk
it.
to you while you shoot the guns. And JB Smoove is the voice of one of the guns.
Oh shit!
He's like the second gun you get. He's so fucking funny, man.
He was like a writer on SNL, but like
was he really?
Yeah, but most of his like ideas never made it to the air. But they one of the reasons they kept him around is I guess he just like made other people funnier.
For sure.
Yeah,
okay, I can see that. He's just like boosting everybody up.
Yeah. When he was on Howard Stern, he was talking about some of them. Like, I don't know, there was like a pirate with 2 eye patches.
It's pretty funny, actually.
There was a urine detective who like solved crimes by sniffing piss or something. I don't remember. And then he had one for Snoop Dogg. It was when Donald Trump's Apprentice show was out, and it was called The Appemptress or something like that, where it was like The Apprentice, but Snoop Dogg was like sending out celebrities to like sell their ass for money.
That's pretty funny.
But yeah, you've never seen him in anything and didn't laugh, or it wasn't like even if like whatever he was in was shit, like he did his thing.
For sure. Yeah. No, he's hilarious. He really, I feel like he brightens anything up that he's in. He's just got this aura about him. He just exudes funniness.
Yeah.
I love that guy. Solid pick. You got anything else about JB Smoove?
Nope.
Okay. I said that kind of like Forrest Gump.
Okay.
I watched the first half of Forrest Gump the other day. It's a long movie.
Yeah, it is.
I actually I think I like it more than I thought I did.
Oh, you
I
didn't
used to
think
not
you
like
liked
Forrest
it?
Gump.
Was that when you worked at Dimple?
No. It was like when I was a kid. I feel like I just didn't get it.
Oh. Okay.
But I was watching it the other day. I was like, oh, fuck. Like, this is actually a really good movie.
Yeah. Heartfelt. It'll make you cry.
Speaking of movies
that
are heartfelt and might make me cry out of laughter and just pure enjoyment, that I feel is very underrated, is 1987's The Lost Boys.
Do you think that's underrated, or just like?
Do you not think it's underrated? I feel like it's not. I feel like there's a lot of people that haven't seen it
because it's from 1987. When it came out in 1987, like it was like all over the place. But you know what?
You've never heard Chopin's Fifth Symphony?
But in 2023, sure, we could say it's underrated. So I'm surprised they haven't.
Pick something else.
No, we'll go with it. I'm surprised they haven't made a remake of it.
No, I want to pick something else.
Oh, but they did make a sequel.
No, I'm surprised too. And honestly,
they made like a shitty sequel
sure.
with.
They've made 2 or 3
with what's
the
his
Tribe.
Name? The Frog Brothers guy.
Corey Feldman is in it. Yeah.
Was the other Frog Brother
I think there's
in it?
2 or. I don't think so. I think Feldman was the only one involved. I haven't seen any of. I think there's 2 sequels. I'm pretty sure they both went straight to DVD, but no, I haven't seen either of those. I feel like it would ruin The Lost Boys for me.
Yeah, Sexy Sax.
Okay,
Man.
so I'm not taking that because it's not underrated.
Okay,
I'm gonna take.
James Cameron.
You think he's underrated? His fucking movie just made so much money.
I'm joking.
Oh, you're just bringing it up so I can't edit it out. I'm not going to edit it out. I'm an idiot, and the people need to know.
Okay.
I'm going to take night drives with the windows down and the music up. That's not underrated either, is it? Fuck.
No. I was going to ask what time of the year?
Like springtime.
Spring? Okay.
But Hitler's not there. It's not springtime for Hitler. It's springtime for the J-Man, and we're listening to probably Run the Jewels.
I was going to say, what are you listening to? And
driving down the freeway, or some real cyberpunky techno. Just some, like the closest thing that I can think of right now is the Stranger Things theme, but not that. It's just something like that. I don't have anything specific in mind.
How about some sick lo-fi beats?
A lot of synth.
Lo-fi.
Yeah, lo-fi beats would work too. Hell yeah. Probably not speeding with the lo-fi. You're driving chill, homie. That's a
Japanese,
song. Drive chill, homie.
Japanese city pop is perfect.
Yeah, maybe some of that.
For
sure.
Nighttime.
I'm just cruising down the block with the windows down. I fucking love a night drive.
You know what? I will say...
Sometimes you don't even need a destination. You just fucking get in the car, roll the windows down, throw some music on, feel the breeze in your hair. It's fucking great. I love it. I feel like that's not underrated either.
No, I think it is. Or it's one of those things you don't know what you've got until it's gone. Because
underappreciated. I feel like I'm just picking things that are underappreciated, not underrated.
Because I don't do that anymore. Because, now I don't have a choice but to drive at night. But let's say, the summer or the fall, I don't really drive at night. And I don't
do it at 4 o'clock in the winter.
Yeah, and I don't usually I have the AC going, not the windows down. But when you say it, it brings up a specific time in my life that I remember.
Yep. Maybe springtime, when it's warm enough.
Yeah.
But maybe there's an odd rain, that just happened, and it was a light rain. So you got the windows down, you get the smell of the wet pavement, and you got the music up, but it's warm enough. You're not freezing your ass off. I fucking love it.
I used to drive a convertible Geo Metro.
They made Geo Metros and convertibles? What?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, it turns out
I can't even imagine what that looks like. Holy shit.
It also turns out I bought it from an illegal Russian chop shop out of West Sac. Yeah.
So it didn't come factory.
No. It did. They made factory.
Oh, okay.
Convertible Geo Metros. It was just
okay.
Yeah.
That's really. It would be funnier if they turned it into a convertible.
No,
and then sold
it was a factory.
You.
But I used to drive everywhere with the top down. The best one was coming back from Mackerel, San Francisco, and I drove across the Bay Bridge with the top down. Perfect weather.
Did you have Steve Jobs sitting in the passenger seat?
Hell yeah. He was riding shotgun. Whipping his dick out.
Turtleneck on.
That's
turtleneck and turtle skin. What's up?
Yeah. Nah, he's circumcised. He didn't have a turtleneck.
All right, so he really was there. I believe it now.
Yeah.
All right. Your last pick, man.
It is?
I can't believe it's over already.
Oh shit. I have a few.
Well, we'll have honorable mentions at the end.
Being alone, spending time by yourself.
Oh, dude, I think you might have snaked my last pick.
What?
I feel like it's close enough. Yeah.
You're gonna have to
for sure.
pick,
okay. Anything?
Wait, you're gonna have to pick Lost Boys again.
Yeah, I'm just back to Lost Boys. Is there anything in particular you like to do when you're alone, or you just like being in the house alone?
Just in general, just alone time. I feel like there's all this pressure to always be with people doing things.
Absolutely.
I went on vacation by myself for 3 months.
No shit.
3 months, 3 weeks in Europe. I went the first time I went to New York.
Okay.
I went by myself.
I feel like we might have talked about the Euro trip on here before.
Yeah, I mean, when I was in my 20s or whatever, if I wanted to go dancing and no one wanted to go, I would go to the club by myself. I've just always enjoyed like spending time alone. I've been to the movies alone more than I have with people.
That specifically was going to be my last pick, was like solo dates, like going out to get some food and then going to a movie. There was a stretch of time where I was trying to watch 365 movies in 365 days, and I had Movie Pass. So any day that I had off, like I was at the movie theater, and I would go alone most of the time. And I fucking love going to the movie theater alone specifically. But
can we share? How about we share?
I could see fucking.
How about we share this last pick?
No, we can't share a last, because then I just don't get a last pick. No.
Oh, okay.
I still get to talk about it.
And like I said, I just think it's underrated because, like, people think you're weird if you do things alone that they only do in groups. Like going to get dinner by yourself. Yeah, like. But if you sit at a table, I love walking
into a restaurant and they'll be like, table for, and I'll be like, oh, just like I'll grab a spot at the bar, or table for one. Like I love saying just a table for one, please.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, it's definitely underrated, man.
Sometimes you bring a book and you're enjoying your sushi dinner with a book. It's awesome. I love it. Like solid pick. You fucking. I didn't think we were gonna have any crossover with this, but
I didn't either.
Snaked my last pick.
All right, we'll go.
All right, well, I guess I'm going to go the Lost Boys. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna say, and this isn't even anything that I have, but I'm gonna say a weighted blanket.
Oh, dude, I want one so bad.
I do too, and I think I realized it the other day when I was at the dentist, and I was thinking back to my first visit there when they took x-rays and they put that lead vest on you.
Dude, last time I went,
and
I asked if they could keep it on.
I know. Honestly, I went in for a cleaning the last time, and I almost was like, hey, can I just get the lead vest on? Like, can I just wear that while you do my cleaning? Because it's like, it's comforting as fuck, man.
I didn't think there was anything to that weighted blanket until I did that lead vest, and I was like, oh, I feel safe. Right. Like, I feel good. I feel more relaxed.
And I feel like maybe this is another pick that isn't actually underrated, and it's just that I don't have one is why I'm thinking it's overrated or underrated. But I'm going to take it anyway because I already had to repick because of Lost Boys.
No, I mean, you don't hear anyone talking about it. No one's like, it's not like the hipsters are
I feel like when they first came out, everybody was talking about them.
Yeah, but not anymore.
Okay. Hell yeah. Well, those are our Rushmores. You went first to recap. You took Baby Be Mine by Michael Jackson. Men Sitting Down to Pee, actor J.B. Smoove, and Being Alone, you little bitch. And then I went second, and I took Solid Customer Service / Hospitality.
Hell yeah.
Clothes or Cloth Straight from the Dryer. Night Drive with the windows down and the music up, and Weighted Blankets. I only had a couple other things on my list that I didn't take. One being the Lost Boys, another being Solo Dates, which you took, and then I also had Counting Back Change Properly, but I figured that was A, too close to Solid Customer Service and Hospitality, but then also B, just like a grumpy old man thing. Like, nobody fucking counts change back properly anymore.
Yeah, I think a lot of this is grumpy old man shit.
For sure. Did you have anything else on your list that you want to mention real quick?
Following the rules?
It's grumpy old man shit?
No, I think it's underrated, man, because people, I don't know, they're all about, fuck the rules, we do what we want. And I just think, especially after I went to Japan and saw what a society can be once you follow the rules.
The other night, and I watched The Night of the Comet. Have you ever seen that?
No.
It's like a 80s movie where this comet is about to fly by the Earth, and everybody's like super excited to see it. And it's like right before Christmas time, and then like the comet like sprinkles this dust over the Earth, and like everybody fucking evaporates, like they just turn to dust.
Oh.
But there's like a couple of people that were inside and safe, and you're following a couple people through this movie, and at the end they're like the only ones left. Yeah, it's fun. I liked it a lot. But at the end, they're the only ones left, and there's one person across the street, and then like 3 or 4 of them on the other side of the street, and they're like waiting for the crosswalk light to turn green. And the one solo person was like, "What are you guys doing? Just cross." So they're like, "We got to wait for the light. Like we're the last of society. We need to uphold the rules." Blah 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 blah. So, yeah, that's
funny.
all I had about following the rules. Side tangent. Did you have anything else on your short list that you want to mention?
No, that's about it.
Okay. I did reach out to, as we teased earlier in the episode, on the A Little Off the Top Pod Instagram account. That's at A Little Off the Top Pod. On the stories, I just posted a little questions thing and said, what do you think is the most underrated? Anything at all? Person, place, thing, idea, event, whatever, just what's the most underrated? We had 2 responses.
Ooh.
2 responses.
I'm not sure if we'll have
the first
time
one I think is one of your clients.
Read all of them.
I also did it on my personal Instagram. We got more responses there, so I'll read those after. But the ones from the legit Instagram account for the podcast, we had The Bacon Wrapped. I'm pretty sure that's one of your clients.
Sure.
He said, Bill Autopay, it changed the world. Checkbooks were hard for some of us.
Oh.
So, yeah, I mean, that's auto paying bills. Like, you just set it and forget it. I get it.
Yeah.
And then we had Leonard Janston eats pine cones. He said ham is underrated.
Ah.
And then I did post the same thing on my personal Instagram. We had a little bit more traction over there. Christian Maldo 626, friend of the podcast, Christian Maldonado, says walking is underrated. And then we had Real Des said the ESRB. I think that's the rating system for video games. And then I'm too old for this. That's my friend Raul. He said a cold glass of milk. I have to disagree. I don't like milk by itself. It's
I need a cold glass of milk with
not for me.
Cake or cookies or.
Oh shit! Maybe that a big old brownie, like a warm brownie with a big old glass of milk,
fresh out of the dryer.
Yeah, fresh out of the dryer brownies. Hell yeah! Tugboat the barber. That's a barber that I worked with at my first barber shop. He said D's nuts.
Oh, it's not. What I heard.
And then Leonard Janston eats pine cones jumped onto this one again and said 3 hams. Blue 2.0 said your next step is underrated. Barley and Me Pod. That's another Sacramento local podcast. If you're into beer, go check out Barley and Me. I used to do stand-up comedy at the same place that he did stand-up comedy. He says the smell of snow. I don't think I realized that snow had a smell.
Yellow snow has a smell.
Oh, sure. You're right. Snow cones probably have a smell.
Yeah, maybe he's in a piss.
Maybe. Piss boy. Well, we got Mitchy Pea Pants and Barley and Pea Pod. There we go.
Pee Pod.
Dive Bat, he's a local bartender, says breathing is underrated. J Dollar 916 says hand jobs.
Oh,
and then Teal Jones says Taco Bell Mountain Dew. And I don't know if that means just the regular Mountain Dew on tap at Taco Bell or if he's talking about the Baja Blast because that's specific to Taco Bell.
We'll go with Baja Blast.
I think that might be what he's talking about. But now I kind of want to go try the regular Mountain Dew and see if it hits harder over there. You know how like the Coke, like regular classic Coke at McDonald's, like it's
the Sprite
supposed to be the superior.
Why is it spicy?
Oh, there's Sprite too.
Why is it spicy?
But I've heard their Coke is supposed to be better than regular old Coca-Cola as well. So maybe Taco Bell just has solid Mountain Dew. I don't know. But that's what the people are saying is underrated. I didn't take any of their ideas. If you missed those Instagram stories and didn't get to tell us what you think is underrated, you can always call and leave us a voicemail and let us know at 323-786-A-LOT. That's 323-786-2568. Or you could shoot us an email at alittleoffthetoppod@gmail.com. Please make sure that you rate and review and subscribe on whatever platform you're listening to us on. That'll help us get some more listeners.
Because this podcast is underrated.
Yes. Oh my God. I'm surprised you didn't pick that.
I was going to.
It seems like a you pick
I wrestled over it, but
follow us on Instagram so you can join in on those stories that we do sometimes, and then also see our weekly posts, as well as on TikTok at A Little Off the Top Pod. You can follow Jason Yankadick on Instagram and what's the
Planet
My
Fitness.
Health and the Planet Fitness app at Skills the Barber. You can find me. My name's Justin. You can find me on Instagram and Letterboxd at _red_6_. You know what I was thinking though is if you follow me on Letterboxd, then you're going to know my rating for a movie before we talk about it on here, which spoiler alerts for following me on Letterboxd. Spoiler alerts. Not that it fucking matters. What are we doing, man? I think we did it. You got anything else?
We did it. Bye for now.
See ya.